because she was like, "You're French, you should be used to French." I'm like,
nice to meet you, or moi, nice to meet you.
and I ended up like punching his chest. And like, we're in the north of France. You're like lucky. You got you picked the right region. You know, like when people are not happy, they just go on strike.
So last time I went out with somebody and they were like, "Are you autistic?"
Like, if you have an issue, don't go to the police. And I was like, walk in the street of Marseille and get shot. You know, so I know everything will be okay. I just need to be dramatic about it.
Yes. Just something that you have to get out of your body to feel better.
They don't take showers.
Yeah, French people who just too stinky, you just smell every time.
Wipe your ass after.
Parisian pride.
Full French,
Can't choose.
or
It's always a mix. It's always a mix.
Don't give up on French people.
If a foreigner wants to integrate better, they can join the Rotaract Club.
there you go.
Hello and welcome to another episode of the Masala and the
Salsa with Andrea
and Priyanjana and
our main guest of today, which are the girls from Rotaract.
Hi, I'm Laura.
Yourself. and
I'm Festin.
okay, so we thank you so much, ladies, for coming today to this episode. We would like to know more about you and also more about like Rotaract, because I'm saying Rotaract, but what exactly is Rotaract? It's an association, but apart from that, what do you guys do? And if you can tell us a little bit more about it, and
and a bit more about yourself.
exactly. How long have you been in the association as well? And share.
Okay. I'm starting. Okay. So what is Rotaract? That's the main question. It's basically one association that helps other associations. Like that we are not stuck in only one cause. We can help many others. That would be around peace, human and economics mainly. And so we built a project and we help other associations. That could be fundraising or just passing time with other people. So that can be children, elderlies, people who struggle to get into the society. That can be a lot of things, actually.
How long have you been there for? Yes.
And in this association, I've been there 2 years. But with Faustine, we've done an exchange student 10 years ago.
Oh, wow.
With the Rotary. So Rotaract is it's part of Rotary.
Okay.
So that's how we get to know Rotaract.
Okay. I heard also like you were president before of Rotaract.
Yeah, I was. So I've been in Rotaract for 5 years, and I was president of our club, that 2 years ago, I think.
Yeah.
And no, I'm just like
Still helping the community.
Yes, exactly.
Getting more people in.
Giving,
Laura now is the president of Rotaract and
Of the club.
right.
Ex and present.
Exactly. That's why. That's why you got to start exactly. So now these days I'm also joining them, like trying to help as well, and also helping with the French, which we're not using it now, but that happens in real life. We don't speak English.
We speak French.
Apart from Rotary, because Andrea has introduced, but I want to start by addressing the elephant in the room, which a lot of people, and we've had like guests before, everybody wants one stereotype to be confirmed. Are French people really rude?
Depends.
Depends.
Are French rude, or is this a stereotype made? Is it a myth? Or are Parisians rude and it has gone everywhere towards France? Like, we want to get your opinion.
I think it depends to which country you compare it to. Like, for example, I feel like when we talked a little bit, like Laura mentioned, we did exchange programs when we were younger. So I went to the US when I was 16. And when I got there at first, I was like, oh my God, people are super nice. Like, it was, to me, it was a little bit crazy how nice and like everyone seemed like always happy, that kind of things. And then I started to like compare and reflect on France, and I feel like we're a little bit less approachable at first.
Okay.
But at first, and then I think we are more closed off sometimes, and like you need to get to know people more. Like we won't be like at first like super. I think we're welcoming, and we're in the north of France. You're like lucky, you picked the right region.
Is it like this area is more like warmer in that sense?
It's a stereotype that in the north people.
So you're being sarcastic.
About what? No,
I think this region is more like people are more friendly and
you're more friendly in the north of France usually than in other regions.
Yeah.
You've still not watched the movie, right?
I did actually like this week. And yeah, I was like, oh, that's nice that I'm living in Lille, in the north.
Pas-de-Calais. But you see so many places in Lille that have been shot in the movie. It's so fun.
Yeah. So yeah, like previous episodes we were talking about like what are the regions that are more rude and this and that. And like the south say that the ones in the north are more rude, and like vice versa.
So I think because we have less tourists, we're like happy to see new people. That's my take on it.
I also feel because you're close to the UK and you get a lot of foreign tourists as well, so that also makes you more welcoming to the foreigners.
Yes, that can be a thing. In the north of France, we are close to Europe.
Yeah.
In comparison, my parents are living in the west of France, for example, and in the west, so near Brittany and this part of the region, they are a bit far from Europe. Actually, you don't notice that at first, but you feel when I go to my parents, I feel like people are really have their own community and just stay in the community, but they don't have this opening. It's not they are open, but they are not that open if you live in a place where you have a lot more of community.
And I think Rotary has really helped you with that, I assume, because you meet like a lot of internationals.
Yes. Yeah. So that's why it's a good thing. So yeah, they are still open, but as Faustine say, like at first it will be a bit more complicated to be approachable because it's something that you don't have, so you are not used to that. So if not, it's a bit more complicated, I guess.
But you also have like places where people are rude. Like in October, I went to Paris to meet with friends that's actually from Mexico, and I met when I was
Mexicans are being rude to you?
No, I met her when I was on exchange.
She had to act for Asian.
She was and like we went to a restaurant, and then the waiter was so rude to us, and I was laughing like because I was surprised because I'm not like really used to it. I don't go to Paris that often, and like we were laughing about it because she was like, "You're French, you should be used to it." I was like, "I'm not coming to Paris," so I'm still surprised sometimes, and I understand people that have this stereotype in mind because it was like, why is it talking to us like that?
Another thing is, which as a foreigner has always confused me, la bise. Because you guys go for la bise, which is for our audience, air kisses, but you don't like hugs.
No.
Where is the
That's true.
Because I remember the first time, because for me hugs, like I come from a hugging country. Either we do namaste or we hug. And I hugged and the French are like, what urgent to it? But you will go for like, so how do you like, where do you draw the line? Do you even hug?
Not really. I think you have the worst examples.
Yes. We don't really like hugs.
And we don't like to like do la bise either. I don't.
Yes.
I have to do it because it's like the social norm, but I kind of hate it. And when I can avoid it, I avoid it.
And we were super happy when COVID was there because we didn't kiss anymore.
My dream, like stay away.
We were super happy with that.
So as young people, what do you like to, like when you meet your friends, what is your go-to move?
Hi.
we never do
kiss
this or anything between us. It's just
So what do you do? Like fuck off? Like
Hello, how are you?
I think once I was about to fuck it up because like I went to an interview and then I didn't know exactly like how you should approach that person that you already met, and I was like, is this approaching like should I hi nice to meet you or mwah, nice to meet you? So when I just saw her I was like
It's
I was like
It's very complicated. when you
Even
want
for
to-
us, it's like
Once I was meeting, that person was not French, but we were meeting in France. So I was like, what do we do? And in my office, we generally go for fist bumps because where I used to work, it was a co-working space. So everybody is like, they're in startup. So this guy is going for a hug and I went for a fist bump and I ended up like punching his chest. And I was like, what? And he's like, oh. I'm like, okay, let's do it again.
Just pretend this never happened.
Yeah. And while we are on the topic of like French stereotypes, to a foreigner, can you explain the concept of strikes?
Strikes.
Yeah.
social justice.
Yes.
Because when I tell my parents back home that, I can't do this today, like the metros will be closed. I was like, they wwere closed last week. I was like, yeah. And again, they'll be closed this week. They just do not understand. So for a foreigner, could you explain the concept of grave and, the manifestation? And it is so funny because for us, manifestation means like you manifest something to happen. So if you can explain that concept to us.
You can go. I think it's your topic.
No, I think for me, I wasn't aware until like I was an adult or I started traveling that it's not a thing everywhere. it's just like French culture of politics, like when people are not happy, they just go on strike.
So every week?
No,
Every week they're unhappy?
not well. There was a period of time. When was Les Gilets Jaunes? I don't remember. It was 2020 or before 2020?
Yes, 7 years ago because I was in the Philippines.
Okay,
It was like in 2018.
7 years ago,
Yes.
there was like a strike that lasted for months, and like people would like block the streets and stuff, and you never knew if going somewhere because they were blocking the road, so the cars couldn't like really move around. And it lasted for a few weeks, I think, like for at least 2 months or something like that. And every weekend you would have like people like blocking you in the streets, and you didn't know if it was going to take you like 10 minutes to go somewhere or like 30 minutes because you are gonna get blocked at some point. And I think it's something that's really like, in the past, like you have to look at kind of like the political history of France, I guess, but like things like that have worked. We have like a lot of benefits that came out from this in the past. So now it's like every time people want to protest something, the government or ask for something, they're just like, okay, we go on strike.
Yeah, I think it's something in our ADN. I think it's something just you can explain. Like there's something wrong or something that isn't good for someone. Someone will manifest and say, no, it's not good. We have to do that. We have to do this to go in front of this. So just like when something is not good, French. like I think to say it, like we don't agree with that.
Yeah, I mean it's a way to get the things right. Let's say.
Yeah, I mean France has definitely got things right.
Yeah.
I mean that's why they're flourishing.
Yeah, exactly. So I think it's a good thing.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
I mean, I would prefer people say things out loud anyways. Last time I went out with somebody and they were like, are you autistic? Because you need to like be fed things like because I prefer like people say things out loud rather than just for me to guess.
Yes.
So I'm like, are you autistic? I don't know.
Maybe. Yeah. Let's move a little bit more like into globalization since you are like been traveling from here and there. So we would like to see to know more about like biggest cultural shock when you were abroad, like as a French in another country. What were those cultural shocks that you experienced the most? Or like
I had a big one. I had a big one. It's when I went to the Philippines. So I went there for a job. So I was in charge of travelers in the country. So I was organizing their trip in the country. So it was for foreigners that come to the Philippines, and we just organized the trip. And the first week was really hard. It's really hard because before to go to the Philippines, I was with my parents in a little village, like 7,000 inhabitants. I had my room, my life, and my personal space. And when I went to the Philippines, so I went to Manila, so one of the biggest cities in the world, with tons and tons of people. So that was a challenge. And I was, it was a hostel that was hosting me. So I was in a room, but with other people.
Yeah.
So no personal space anymore. So it was complicated to readapt to a bigger city.
I can't be with
and-
people.
yes, because yes, because I need some personal space to just charge my batteries.
Yeah.
And there you just can't, because there's always people everywhere. The city is live like all day, 24 hours. So it was a bit complicated to adapt and have my personal space and have my personal moment just for me. So that was one of the biggest challenge, I think.
Yeah, makes sense. What I guess I think like most of French, they have a very like this is my private space.
Yes.
I want just to be on my own,
Yeah.
and like they don't like to share, but as much as probably we Latinos or
Mhm.
Indians do. That's what I
Yeah.
have experienced.
Yeah, just some moments that I need.
Yeah.
It's not all the time, but just to get some energy back. I need
So
to
you were
get
feeling
my space.
overwhelmed at some point.
Yes,
Yeah.
a bit.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. But then you just adapt and you charge your battery in another way. So I have to learn to charge it with other people. And then it was all right. But at the beginning to have this change was a bit complicated, but hopefully like Filipinos are really welcoming and not rude and really friendly and very nice. So it was
At the
it
end,
was
a good
good.
experience.
Yes.
That's what it matters.
Yeah.
And what about you? Have you had any, I don't know, what about Mexico? Mexicans? Any cultural shock when you were there?
I don't know. I definitely have the same of like the space, because when I was the longest I stayed in Mexico was also for an internship. So I was also working in a hostel. So I was also living at like 24/7 with people. I think like one of the thing that kind of surprised me at first was like someone told me like my first week there, they were like, if you have an issue, don't go to the police. And I was like, wow, okay. Nice. Like, go to the narcos. That was one of the like stereotypes that, I mean, when you go somewhere, you kind of think like, I don't go to a country without checking like kind of information, how to like go around there, like how to be safe, that kind of things. But like that was, I was just like, I was in Playa del Carmen, so it was like super touristy. I wasn't really like worried about anything. But they were like, yeah, but still, even if it's safe, like it might be that you might end up in trouble anyway. So I was like, okay, well, staying clear. And in the end, nothing happened to me for like 3 months. So I didn't even have to think about it. So
that was good.
I didn't really care. And same, like I went also to Colombia, and I was aware before, like I checked some things when I got to the university, because Colombia was like an exchange program for university. And like the university, the first week, they were like, don't take out your phone in the streets. Don't like walk through certain neighborhoods.
How did
for
you
example.
feel like when they shared this to you? Like, because France, you can walk on the street, be on your phone, whatever.
Yeah,
It doesn't matter. Mostly, it's not like there, even if you're outside your place, you cannot take your phone out.
Okay.
Right? So here.
Yeah, they were like, try not to, especially as foreigners, like the idea was like, me in the street in Colombia, you can tell I'm not from here.
Yeah, that is another thing, yes.
So like you have to make yourself like blend in as much as possible and not try to attract attention to you more than you already do by just like having blonde hair and blue eyes. So like that's kind of what they were saying. I choose that, like I'm not forced to go to the countries I decide to go to. So I knew going, like I said, I checked some facts and stuff. So I knew I would have to be careful in some places. I was like grateful that they gave me some advice. And again, like some of those advice were like, do not withdraw money at night. Like one of the person that was doing the semester abroad, like did that and got robbed. And I was like, it's not your fault, but you were told not to do that and you did it anyway. Like personally, I was like, I'm always glad when like locals like share tips like that when you get somewhere, because you can like, if you respect it, most of the time nothing happens to you. So like it can look scary, but at the same time you can also take it as an opportunity to like make sure nothing bad happens to you.
Yes. But this is something that I feel especially like I come from Asia and we look at the West as, okay, you know, they are more developed in certain ways. So when I came here, for me, I think it was one of the cultural shocks that every country I would visit, they would tell me, okay, don't go in this part or don't take, like in Paris Metro, they literally announce that keep your phone safe, pickpocketers are here.
Yeah.
And I think for me, it was a shock because I just expected better.
Yeah, I think it's, you know, when people told me, oh, you're going to Mexico, you're going to Colombia, I was like, I could walk in the street of Marseille and get shot, you know? So,
Exactly.
I just like, as long as you respect what people are saying, and it's also true for France, when you get here, some people are going to tell you not to go there or not to do that and things like that. And it's whatever the country, because like everywhere you go, you, like, I don't think there's a place
like
where
one of
you
our
don't
friends who was
listen.
actually from Colombia. He got robbed here in Lille. So, like what?
Yeah.
And he's never gotten robbed in Colombia.
Yeah, I mean, I've never gotten robbed anywhere, like in Colombia either. And I was there for 6 months.
And he's like from Colombia and he got robbed here and he was like, okay, this has never happened to me in Colombia. Like, what?
But I think as a foreigner, you're, especially like, it's also true for Paris. As a foreigner, you're always like, whatever the country you are in, you're always more of a target.
Yeah.
So, and it's also true for probably you too in France.
Yeah.
Because you're more likely to look lost when you go somewhere, that kind of things, and maybe be focused on something else and not be focused on your own stuff. And that's why, like, I think maybe your friend got that bad luck because like
he was in a special situation that day, so maybe that also helped. I don't know, helped or not helped.
But he's going to watch this episode.
Sorry, you got lost.
Yeah. No, I mean, yeah, a lot of things like this can happen everywhere. So it's mostly like we need to be aware, like you say.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we are the one in charge of our own safety wherever we go.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. So apart from that, like being in this Rotaract club, and you know, like it's Rotary because you're moving also from places and things like that. No, it has exchanges and all of that. You've been already use the service, the product, let's say, the Rotaract, and how being in the association and having moving within the association has helped you to be like more global. Like, and with other people, how you feel like you interact more with foreigners than previous, or
well,
or not really?
I don't think, because I think we are naturally open and open to travel. We start to travel really young, so we had this chance. And so I think in our personality, we are already open and open to the world and to see. So what Rotaract brings, it's this it emphasize just this inner thing that we have. So it's great because we still to get to see other countries, other people from all the Europe, and it's a good chance to do that. Otherwise, you just do it on your own. So the difference is with the association, you can do that with other people that's supposed to have the same value as you have, because you are in the same association, you are in the same frame, so you understand each other's naturally and with the
like the values bring you all together. Okay. And for example, like being abroad and all of this, what are the stereotypes that are true about French people, or like the ones that are myth?
I would say râler. I don't know how to say it in
What?
English. Râler is when you are upset about something. I complain. When you are upset about something, like
You complain a lot.
Yes.
That's true shit.
That's true, and that's like for me, it's a way to cope. Like, I don't know if you've seen the meme like that says like, "I know everything will be okay. I just need to be dramatic about it."
Yes.
And I think it's like very telling for French people. Like like we just
let me create some drama first.
Yes, exactly.
I need to complain about this. I need to say I don't like it.
Just something that you have to get out of your body just to feel better.
And then you just move on. I think it's like we need that.
I think I need to keep that in my mind, because all the time, like my boyfriend is complaining, like, "Come on, just be happy, let them be," and this and that. It's like,
Yeah.
No,
Just let him complain
thing
for
about
5
her.
minutes
I
and
am
move on.
complaining about a thing, and I want to just get it off my chest. And she starts giving me like a reason. I'm like, I don't need a reason. I need to complain. Let me rant it out.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't give me answers. I did not come to you for a solution. I came to rant.
Yeah, it's the vibe.
And one stereotype about France that you think is a myth, like, that's not true at all.
They don't take showers.
Yes.
We do.
Yes.
We do.
That's what I was thinking. I had this one in mind.
you don't take showers, that's a myth. But that's true.
What?
That's a myth.
Yeah.
That's a
So
myth.
this should be like when we put the episode first, like, we don't take
Yeah.
No. We do. I don't think we smell more bad than other nationalities.
And the first time I heard this stereotype, it was from an Egyptian. When I was in the Philippines, I met a guy from Egypt, and he said, "Oh, French people, you're just too stinky. You just smell every time." And I was like, "Okay, that's the first time I got this feedback."
You heard it
Yes.
the first time in the Philippines?
Yes.
She was already in her 20s. I heard that when I was in the US when I was
No.
16. I was like,
No.
what are you
That would be terrible.
Wow.
Like, imagine a 16-year-old girl and somebody's like, you stink.
Yeah. I wasn't aware of that stereotype back then. I was like, why is everyone saying that to me?
And so my first reaction was like, "Why do you think that?" And the answer to this stereotype is because we make good perfume. And I was like, "Okay, so we do good perfume, so
But that
we
doesn't
don't
mean- yeah.
take
But
showers."
this is where I get confused. France makes great perfumes. Everybody knows that. So, okay, I get it. You don't shower because you put perfume. But where does the stinking come from? Because then you smell nice.
It's from his history, I think. Like
Yeah,
that's why they
because of the
started.
kings and
Because
stuff.
I don't know. I don't know if it was.
savon is like soap was also made in France first, right?
Yeah, but I've read. I don't know if that is true, but like previously in the past, there were some. But I'm not gonna say anything. Then
Yeah, she has said this enough on our podcast.
yeah, I almost got cancers.
Every time she says about France, I'm like, you will get this podcast cancelled.
No, but I remember like I read it somewhere. I don't know if it was a trustable source, but is it true that at some point back in history there were not a lot of water to be used as for people to be taking showers? That's why they started creating like something that was for all humanity to smell better instead of just taking showers every.
And the water was like seen as something like full of bacteria. Like people didn't have what we have today to have clean water, and that I think that's where the thing came from. Like for example, kings and queens, they started to like wear perfume because like it wasn't like that safe to like take baths and stuff. So that's where it kind of started.
And now you can drink water from your bathroom.
Yeah.
Exactly. Now we have clean water. We take showers all the time.
So
I was late today because I was taking a
But it's nice to break those.
Because this is one thing I also say, like, French people are the one who started bidet. Like the thing you use to wipe your ass after
shower.
That's gonna sound great on the podcast.
But it's so funny because French people don't use it at all, and we in Asia we use water all the time. To
First world country now.
Yeah.
Before they were not.
so like one of the things that we Asians feel that when we come here, like, oh my God, there's no water. And now it makes sense because you were afraid that the water would.
Yeah. Yes. And one last question about like globalization, because then comes another segment. Why are you French like very protective of French language? Like, you know, like probably a lot of you know English, but still, if someone comes from the outside and starts speaking with you in English, you might not switch to English. Mostly in Paris, I think that happens.
Yeah.
It's either proud French or either lazy French. I guess. Yeah, it's happening a lot in Paris, but I think it's just Parisian pride that makes it.
Yeah.
And
We baguette.
yes,
Exactly.
exactly.
No, I don't know. Like not everyone I know speaks English fluently. But everyone I know, if you like start, I mean, I think maybe you've experienced it when you came to Rotaract, that sometimes you would like try to speak in French and people would switch in English. And I've seen it happen more in that way, that people that wanted to learn French and speak French were kind of getting annoyed that everyone that would speak English would actually like switch to English to them. So I think that's with our generation and that kind of things, it's more likely to happen. I don't think, like, of course we're protective of the language in everyday life because it's like our native language. But I feel like usually people that would reply to you in French, if you try speaking in English, they're either lazy, they don't want to speak English, maybe they don't speak it that well, so it's like effort for them to like speak it, or it's like people in Paris just being Parisians.
Yes.
But I don't think it would happen a lot in Lille actually.
Yeah, no, I mean, I know like my French is not that great, so whenever it happens like I want to be more explainful and things like that, or the other person that I'm talking to doesn't have the vocabulary and all that, then it's like they switch. But I switch or whatever. But for me, that hasn't been an issue or a bad experience that I've had. But I think Brianna, she all the time is like trying to speak in French. They switch to English, and he's like, "Why are you switching to English? I want to speak French."
Like, I'm trying to practice. Why are you switching? So, like last time we went, I was like, the person switched to English, and I kept answering back in French. I was like, I will not stop till you speak to me in French. So, like, yeah, he answered the question, and he answered, like, he's a French person speaking in English, and I'm like, no, I will respond back to you in French.
Yeah. I had a friend that had the same issue. He was in Lille for a year, and like even when he was trying just ordering a beer at the bar, the bartender would like answer to him in English, and he was like, "Why? I'm just trying to order a beer in French."
I think the only time when I really want a person to switch in English is when we're at the doctor's. Because then we don't know the medical terms and it's really complicated. So I remember this one time I was at the doctor and he said something, I'm like, I do not understand this.
Are you pregnant?
And no. And then he had to like Google, and Google said something else because he just used like Google Translator, and then he was like, wait, and then he put a YouTube video, and then he showed the YouTube video to me like, this is what is happening because I can't explain it.
Yeah, you find all the ways to communicate. Yes.
Okay, so our last segment, it's a rapid fire. I'll ask you some questions and it's like rapid fire. Just you give the answer right away.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Try. No. I need 5 seconds first. We'll try.
Okay, first question. Pain au chocolat or chocolatine?
Petit pain. Petit pain.
Okay, one thing we really need to clear this. People talk about chocolatine, pain au chocolat. Nobody talks about petit pain. Can you explain what this is to our audience? We want to put Lille on the map and tell people.
Okay. Chocolatine could be on the southwest of France. Petit pain in the north, and pain au chocolat the rest of the France.
But we do accept pain au chocolat. If you say pain au chocolat to us, we're not going to be like, why do you say that? But if you say chocolatine here, it's not. It's not.
So chocolate croissant does not exist. No. Let's do that for the camera.
It's going to send it to me.
I saw the story. He put a story on Instagram. It's like chocolate croissant. because he was in the US.
in the US. And I was like, no.
Okay. Asterix or Tintin? Like Tintin for our English audience.
Asterix.
Asterix. Okay.
That
That was
is
fun.
It's from Belgium.
Yeah, but still, I mean, you can choose.
France always.
Dating a French guy or dating a foreigner?
Oh, depends.
Well, like a full French,
Can't choose.
or you can
It's
mix,
always a
or-
mix. It's always a mix.
you will always for the mix.
Go for it.
French and something else.
Yes.
I like the different experience.
Yes.
Very international.
Sometimes it's like big disappointment. Sometimes it's interesting.
Yes.
Sometimes it's a big disappointment. Sometimes it's only disappointment. Actually, dating is disappointment. Okay, Welsh or croque monsieur?
Croque monsieur.
Croque monsieur.
And Welsh or carbonara?
Welsh.
Welsh.
Why? Interesting.
She doesn't like the spices.
Interesting.
Always speak tea or never be able to speak tea again?
Never.
Never.
Well, never.
But you knew?
What?
Eshti? You know the eshti?
Not really. Like in my family, it wasn't like really taught. So I know some words, but it's
Same.
Bush? No, what's that word for stupid? From B in tea?
Bula? No.
No. The word for stupid.
Ouais, c'est un...
Bolo. Ah, no.
No.
There is an eshti.
okay.
Yeah,
C'est ça?
I
Yeah.
just find it so cute.
Because, when I watched the movie, eshti, or Welcome to the North, whatever, he was like, ça va, bolo? Ça va, bilo? Bilo.
Bilout.
Ah.
Bilout.
And I'm like, once my girlfriend arrived, I'm like, ça va, bilo? Yeah, it's just joking.
Yeah.
Brotherly, yay or nay?
Yay or
Yeah.
Yay.
Yay? You like brotherly?
Yes.
Yeah.
One of my friends, she said this thing and I cannot get it out of my mind. She said brotherly is pride for straight people. Yes.
Wow.
Yes, 100%. Would you like to explain what brotherly is for people who don't know?
It's like an event that happens every year in September in Lille. It's like a big flea market
It's
inside.
Europe's biggest flea market.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fun fact. And then at night, everyone parties. So during the day, you have everyone drinks during the day also.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
They
yeah.
start at 11.
It's like a big weekend of party, and in the middle, you have people
Stuff
trying to
that you
sell
can
their shit.
Fries and then-
Okay, the last question. Since you are from Lille, like from the north of France, beer or wine?
It's a hard one for me because I don't drink every type of beer and I don't drink every type of wine. So in both categories, I have like my picks,
Okay.
But I would say, like, to be honest, I drink more beer.
Same.
Same for you? Okay.
And then it will depend the event.
Interesting. What do you prefer, Angela?
I have become Lilloise, so I will go for beer. But if it's a nice white wine, then I prefer a white.
Oh,
Yes.
that one
Yeah.
I tried.
Yeah, it depends on the
And if
quality
it's
that you have.
during dinner, that kind of thing.
Yeah,
Like when I
yeah.
eat, I prefer to drink wine rather than beer. But if it's just like talking at the bar, I'd rather.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like if you're just hanging out, then a beer is nice. And also because beer here is like 7 to 8% alcohol, so it is already
One is enough.
one
Yeah.
is enough.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it from me. Any questions?
And no, maybe just to finish off, like, is there some advices that you guys will say to the foreigners that wants to stay in France, like as a locals? What would you say?
Like just to integrate better in
don't
society.
Don't give up on French people. Like, if you feel like people are a bit cold at first, it's because you have to dig a bit more.
Yeah, that's true.
That's a good advice.
Yeah. I was speaking the other day to my boyfriend, like, this person, my friend, Mexican, I think he's the only one that I know that
Which one?
he has,
Which Mexican friend?
my friend,
Okay.
that he has, all his group of friends are French. And it's mostly because he speaks French. So I think that's also like part of the barriers that we cannot be actually, we could,
Yeah.
but we will take longer
Yeah.
if we only speak English and not trying to adapt to your language. So
And if a foreigner wants to integrate better, they can join the Rotaract Club.
there you go.
They are always open.
If you are in Lille, you contact us. If you are in another city in France, Rotaract is also everywhere. You
it's
can
everywhere.
just
Yeah, we can
try
check
to find
the
them.
club.
And I think it's a safe place for foreigners.
Yes. No. I am.
I used to. I don't want
yeah.
to speak for you, but I guess so.
No, I actually, yeah, that's one of the reasons that I said like, okay, I like the association. It might be not only French people, most of them, yes, but at the same time is because of you
Yeah.
are in this international environment, it's, you know, like,
I mean, I only came once, but I enjoyed my time there.
so yeah.
Great.
Well, thank you so much, guys.
Thank you
Thank
for
you.
having us.
Of course, always. And well,
Another
this
question?
was another,
No, you say
this was another episode of the Masala and Salsa and
Another
Adaptation.